Alright, so in this video what we're going to kind of discuss and talk about is actually reloads and the best way to initiate and manipulate a reload, primarily talking about the AR15 platform efficiently and effectively. That's kind of the beauty of recording yourself and having footage, because then you can go back and kind of analyze what you do correctly and what maybe you don't do correctly, and then you can grow and learn from it. So today, as I was watching some videos, I noticed that there's kind of two common ways to do a reload with an AR-15. One is to keep the buttstock in the pocket of your shoulder the whole time, get your fresh mag and insert it. And then another way is by putting it in your armpit. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons. So here we kind of see, this is an older video of me kind of discussing it. As you see right now, the buttstock of the rifle is in my armpit. As I manipulate this reload, I put the fresh magazine in, and then I insert the new mag and I keep going. And this is going to be showed throughout all these videos. So what are the benefits of this? It's a stable platform. It provides security. If it's a heavier gun, it obviously helps with that weight mitigation. It's consistent. I'm forcing the gun in my workspace to initiate the reload. And it's the same kind of theory. If I wanted you to put a thread through a needle, would you have your arms fully extended, or would you bring them in? That's kind of my method. So what's the cons of this? You're off target, it's timely, and you have to reacquire, and there's a lot more movement. Now in this video, it does show it can be done on a quicker scale. So that's putting the buttstock in your armpit. Where here, Chris shows us where if you keep the gun in your armpit the whole time, or if you keep the gun at your shoulder the whole time, it's much quicker. So you're actually never losing the gun off target. It's a quicker follow-up. It's obviously much faster. There's less movement. Now, what are the cons of this? If you have a heavy platform and you're running a variable optic scope or a suppressor, that gun's gonna weigh down heavily and immensely, and that's gonna force the shooter to be strong to actually manipulate the gun with one hand. Seen in these videos, we see that this is where Steven was having issues with this. See how the gun's falling forward, and he's trying to figure out how to mitigate this reload properly and effectively. And on the last video you show, he does stick it in his armpit and he does it much more efficiently. So it's kind of food for thought. This is a quicker video. We're not going to go in crazy depth with this, but this is something to think about. So there's really two options of this. Do I want to keep the buttstock in my armpit, kind of like this, and brace it and kind of close my arm on it and keep it locked in place? Or do I want to keep the gun of the buttstock up against my shoulder? There's pros and cons of both. If you can keep it against your shoulder, I would say that's probably the faster option, is what we've seen. But then again, if you look at, I didn't even realize I was doing this, and you can do something that may be wrong, but you can be efficient in doing it right. Is the execution efficient? No. But is the tactic itself you're doing efficient? Yes, because over time you build up that muscle memory, and that tactic just becomes natural to you. So as you can see, this is something that I kind of noticed. Let me know what you guys think and what you guys do, and what you see are the pros and cons and or benefits to either way to reload. So just something to think about, just kind of something I noticed and something I noticed while I was reviewing a lot of the footage. So thank you guys as always. Thank you for the constant support. We appreciate you guys, and it's a blessing that we're able to provide training to you guys, and we have people coming back for more. Thanks.